Hey guys, Half Slab Bacon here. So, I've been making good use of my vacation time. Da-doing. Um, in Minecraft. Actually, I've gotten a lot of other stuff done too, but I took a couple days and just went crazy in Minecraft. Let me show you what I did, because it's pretty exciting. So, ready? Here we go. Ta-da! Shut up, chickens! So, I went to the village. I got a lot done here, which I will show you in a minute. But while I was working here, I went to the village. Oh, I also updated to 1.87 now that Optifine was available for it. That seemed to fix my villager problem. A whack despawned again, though. So I ended up with, I think, 3 here, and they were all librarians. Whatever. Anyways, I tried bringing a farmer over from the village. He died. We were here, and he died. Fell down some stairs and died. So I went back and I got some more and carted them through the nether and brought them back up here and spammed more doors and just kept breeding and killing them off till I got all these guys. And then I took the doors down and blocked them off, so I got an armor with protection 2, unbreaking 3, diamond armor or diamond chest. This farmer doesn't have the best pumpkin trade, but at least his melon trade's good. This guy's got a pretty good working shovel. Efficiency 2, unbreaking 2. I don't like efficiency 4 all the time. It breaks a little too fast. Pick's okay, I guess. The weaponsmith has a really, really good diamond sword. So that's awesome. Axe isn't as good as the one over at the village, but because those ones are efficiency 3, unbreaking 3, but whatever. An axe is an axe for most purposes. I don't really care. This guy's got a sharpness 5 book and an efficiency 2 book and the cheapest paper trade. This librarian had unbreaking 2 and flame 1, so I had to keep him. This guy's got looting 3 and blast protection 3, so I had to keep him. This guy's got depth strider 3 and knockback 1 and a good paper trade, so I had to keep him. So yeah, these guys are done. That was, well, I grinded for a couple of days. The caving that we left off with, I actually went back and did some more, and I did some branch mining while I was down at the village building another layer to the apartment to get them to spawn more because, yeah, some despawn there too with the 1.87 update. However, the good news is they seem to not be despawning anymore since I updated. So ready to see what I was up to? Ready? Ready? Ka-chow! That's right. I was gonna do this on camera, but it was one of those things where I kind of just had to run with it and let inspiration carry me away. I had a vague idea what I was about to do, but once I got started, I kept changing my mind on the layout. And I just never hit record because I thought it was going to be boring to watch, but it's sure awesome to look at. So here's our stairs going up. And what I did was dirt, silk touch some dirt, cobble, kind of like the trees pushed the stone up, and it's all, sorry, not cobble, moss stone. They call it moss stone now. Kind of like the trees pushed the rocks up through the dirt. We got the pine needles like we do down the slime chunk farm. We got like roots growing into the ground, vines growing everywhere. So yeah, kind of like the trees, the one down in the slime chunk and the one up top kind of grew together underground and tore the ground up. I like it. I think it looks awesome. Now I just have to continue the theme all the way down, but that we'll leave for later. So yeah, let's show you what else we have planned. What else did I do off camera? Oh yes, and this will come into play outside of the villagers. You can see we got this here now. I moved this. Now this and the one on top of the tree are both linked to this one. And whenever I go back, it always brings me to the top of the tree, which is where I want it. Because all the stuff's up in the tree now. So yeah, that's good. And in doing so, I moved the one here for the project we're about to get started on today. So yeah, the plan, this is gone. The one that's in my kind of nether base that this used to go to, that now spawns in its original location over there. I couldn't get it to link up anywhere else consistently after putting the other one down there. But that's okay. I need some chickens. That's okay because, having it over there is still good. It's not a very far swim back. And it kind of allows me some emergency route back if I piss off a bunch of pigments. So, the next plan is to fix this. And I think I mentioned it during the caving. I saw kind of like a tiki hut thing going on where they merged spruce with the stone, and I really liked it. I used the birch originally because that's what I had cleared off this island when I first got here, and I didn't really have any other wood stashes here. I could have brought some over, but you work with what you got when you're just starting a new base. So yeah, we're going to ditch the birch, I think, and switch over to spruce, and part of that is going to be we're going to build a little bit of a boat dock here. So I'm kind of thinking, and we're going to end up popping up some of this 5, 6. That's probably good. Oh, crap. Well, I guess we'll just use regular. I was going to bring some moss cobble down for this, but yeah. This is kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll go 6 like that. I don't know if we would want it. Maybe we'll just leave that because then I can keep the reeds there. So then we'll go a few more 6. So while I'm building this, let's discuss some changes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you guys know, I'm relatively new to this recording thing in these first few videos. Big chunk of my vacation time, what I had decided I wanted to get done was to play with these. I've recorded a whole bunch of episodes and I haven't finished the editing yet for upload to YouTube. Reason being, I was still kind of playing around with some recording software. That's wrong. Yeah. So I guess we'll get our axe. I was still playing around with some recording software to see which ones I liked best. And if any of you are thinking about getting into YouTube, let me give you some advice here on this one. If you go like I did and you read a whole bunch of reviews on recording software, they talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of the recording software, but, and this is what I find incredibly flawed, they completely fail to mention the editing side of things, which I find really kind of shocking. But there it is. That's how it is. That's the way they do, I guess. I'm not sure why, but that's it. So what I discovered is, some of the recording software, it did a good job recording. The quality was great when I watched it back, and I'm gonna not name any specifics because I don't think it's polite to poo-poo people's software, but unfortunately, they completely neglect to mention the editing side of things, and most of the software I tried, when it comes to editing, and it doesn't really matter which editing platform you choose to use, to be honest, most just kind of hated all the recordings. So yeah, not really good. I did find overall, doesn't matter which recording software I use, the absolute best way to get quality, a good quality end product, is to handbrake the videos, because you're recording in variable frame rates. So to switch them to a constant frame rate in handbrake tends to produce the best results when you go to edit. It also allows you to use pretty much any editing software after, because guess what? A lot of them don't like editing out variable frame rate video at all. They freaking hate it. So yeah, that was a little bit of a learning curve for me anyways. Now, the first few videos you've watched, you should see a huge change in quality to this one and moving forward. Reason being, I discovered the one I'm sticking with is going to be mirrorless action, for starters, ladies and gentlemen. For whatever reason, and this is the odd part, mirrorless, and it's one of the reasons it was one of the last ones I decided to choose, they use their own proprietary codecs for recording. And I kind of figured that would cause issues when it came to when it comes to the editing part. Ironically enough, all the editing software seems to like their stuff best. As a matter of fact, with some of them, I don't even have to handbrake. I can just go right into Sony Vegas and do it. Here's the thing. I still don't like the end product, because I can see video artifacts. Come on. So I'm gonna do the variable to constant thing anyways. Just I think that's big enough, guys. What do you think? Just to kind of keep the quality up. Did I even bring enough wood down? Probably. So yeah, that's kind of what I've learned so far. Mirrorless was the last, but it turns out to be the best. One, because for whatever reason, their proprietary codec, everything seems to like it better. And for another reason, less of a performance hit. The quality on it, when I go no holds barred, full tilt, don't let it compress whatsoever, is absolutely equal to Fraps. However, the performance hit is almost non-existent, and mirrorless is actually the only one out of all the major ones I reviewed that I can claim that from. Every single other recording program dropped my frame rates while I was recording, and the only reason I can think of when it comes to this, I'm pretty sure, it's hard to know because their stuff's proprietary, but for whatever reason, I think mirrorless is the only one using the hardware encoding in my system properly. All the others claim to be using hardware encoding, but they're not really. Should we go? We're probably going to need more than 64, but I'm going to stick with that for now. All the others claim to use it, yet I get similar results with every single one. When I start recording, it pretty much cuts my frame rates in half. I tried all the different file formats all the other ones would allow. Ironically, some of the top reviewed ones seemed to even have a hard time recognizing Minecraft when I tried to record Minecraft with them. So I got, absolutely terrible results trying to record there because they couldn't even pick up the game, so I'd have to record the desktop. Marilla seems to work out the best in terms of lack of performance hits and overall recording quality. File size is a little bigger than some of the others when I'm going full quality. Still smaller than Fraps though, because Fraps does a raw. Marillis I can at least do an uncompressed AVI, which is still huge, but it's good. It's good. So yeah, now you should see a much more smooth, buttery 1080p 60. See, I told you I was going to need more. I don't know why I didn't just do it. We'll do it all this time. We'll do a half stack. There we go. That should be plenty. Yeah, so it seems to be the best. One of the other features I really like is I don't have to stop the video every time I want to cut. Marillis has a pause feature, which is completely unique compared to the others. All the others, I would have to cut the video, start a new video. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but if I'm cutting 8 to 10 times, when it comes to the editing part afterwards, just having a paused video is much better than having several videos where I have to line up the audio and everything and make sure they're all in sync when I move them. Depending on which software you use to do your editing, I should specify that. I prefer Adobe Premiere. You have to change your frame rates to constant because it will not deal with variable frame rates. It's a professional level, so it's used to dealing with constant frame rates from professional level cameras. I guess I prefer it, one, because I'm familiar with it. Took several college courses back in the day on all the top what are now Adobe products. They weren't back then. Some of them were Macromedia, et cetera, but Adobe has slowly bought them all out and merged them into their suite. So I'm familiar with these products, which is a huge thing if you ask me. What did I do over there? Did I mess that up, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't belong there. So yeah, I think I'm going to stick with using them for the editing. It requires more time with the hand braking up front, but as I said, I plan on doing that anyways because I find I get a better end product. Now using Marillis, that should also mean a steady 1080p 60 pretty much non-stop. So that's what I get when I'm not recording. And that's with VSync on. If I take it off, I'll get frames in the hundreds, which is just ridiculous and causes screen tearing. Some people like to do that. I don't know why. We need more cobble. Got some down here. So yeah, we should get a pretty buttery smooth end product. The downside moving forward, guys, is with the extra hand braking work, which isn't necessary, and I know a lot of guys don't do it. I just find I get smoother frames overall towards the end. Is considerable more rendering time for each video, which probably means when I post a video, it'll be a day out because I usually start recording when I get home from work, and I would usually I go on kind of a junked out mission and record right until I go to bed for the most part. So then I'm going to have to hand brake it overnight, edit the next day, and upload to YouTube. So I'll probably be a day out, but I think it's worth the extra work because the end result is a much better looking product. The only issue I would say I have right now, and I'm sure some of you will notice, is sometimes my camera movement isn't the smoothest. So I need to work on that. And I am conscious of it when I'm recording, guys, believe me. I'm used to playing, survival, so I'm constantly looking around, which equates to quick motion with the camera, which unfortunately in recording leads to some slightly jittery, jerky movements, but I will try and work on that and not allow that to be an ongoing issue. 6. Are these lining up? These should line up, I think. Yes? Yes, perfect. They line up. So, that's kind of my rant on recording. Let me know if you notice a difference from this video and the previous ones, if it looks better or not. I certainly find I notice a difference. So those are the softwares I'm going to stick with and work with those moving forward. As I said, I'm not going to mention the other ones I used and poo-poo on them because I don't really find that professional at all. That's just me. It's enough for me to say I wasn't satisfied with the products. I found issues with them. I don't need to mention which ones specifically they were. Let's just say that. Some of them don't like certain games. None of them are as fast as they claim to be. Absolutely none, except Marillis. And yeah, at the end of the day, I got kind of similar results from all of them, and their codecs proved to be even though some of them weren't proprietary, they were standard codecs. I don't know if it's just the way they record with them, but I found most of the editing softwares weren't too freaking happy with them. Shouldn't have done that yet. That might not line up right. Let's see. 5, 6. Yes? Is that going to leave me a nice... That should leave us... Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, we'll go with that. So, yeah, like I said, let me know. I think it'll be worth the extra work. I'm happy with the end product. I did a few tests, and moving forward, that's what I'm going to be doing. I will tell you one of the reasons I like Premiere outside of just being familiar with it, because believe it or not, that is not the only reason why. And this is actually a big thing, is just it's automation when it comes to setting it up. It just does a better job with, say, the audio. I'm splitting my mic audio for this and recording Minecraft in surround. So I've got a mono channel audio and multi-channel for the Minecraft version. Now, with most of the other software, I can't do much at all except pan left, pan right. Vegas allows me to customize it as I want it, but when you save a profile, you still kind of end up... I'm going to have to go get more wood, guys. When you save a profile, you still kind of have to manually edit small parts because you're mixing the mono with the 5.1 with each single video, which I'm not too happy about. Premiere, it, for one, required less work up front because once I set a profile up, it detects what I want to do with the audio, and pretty much does 90% of it for me automatically right out of the gate. But even when it doesn't, what it does do is once I've made the small changes and save that to a profile, that's it, that's all. So other than actually editing out parts of my clips and adding other parts in and whatever, let's say I record a video like this where I don't want to edit any of it at all. I just want to clean it up and convert the file format over to the YouTubes. With Adobe Premiere, now that the profile's set up, it's literally as simple as just loading it into Premiere. That you, Zisto? No? Okay, you're not Zisto. You may go. Go ahead. Zisto's my bartender, so he can't leave, but you can. You can come visit him later. I'm going to cut here, guys, and try this new pause function that I love so much and go get some more wood, and I'll be back. All right, guys, so while I was paused and went to get more wood, sorry about my phone there. Yes, that's Mario, and yes, it's awesome. I've heard it many times before. While I was paused, I figured I'd finish out the rest of the layout, and we're going to cut soon. I will show you what my plans are here, and then maybe I'll just pause again and finish it off, and show you the end result, and that'll be all for the day. So, this is what I'm planning, and you've probably seen something similar to this before. Here's my layout on the boat dock. This format just seems to keep the boats from drifting away. And I like this because I can flip those down when I leave. I've got a wider area to get in without crashing the boat. Excuse me. Yet a narrower area to have to work with when... Yeah, we'll probably go 2 on either side here. Yeah. Yet I've got a narrower area to leave the boat in, so it's less likely to float away. I find that works really good. It's an old technique, and you know, don't fix what's not broken, so to speak. So for our lights, and I'm sure you've seen this one before, stop me if you haven't. No, don't stop me, I'm kidding. How high up? I'm thinking 3 high. We're gonna go 1 more. And we're gonna go like that. And our lovely glowstone. And then, pa-ching. I know, this was all the rage for the longest time, and everybody hates it now, but, you know, it works. It looks good. It's better than lamps. What really sucks is I'm not going to be able to place that with that fence post there. I don't think I can place it. Even if I remove the fence post, I might be able not be able to put this here after. I've never tried that. Yeah, not going to let me do it because I'm there. I don't know. Have you guys ever done this before? I've done it, but I don't think I've tried to close that back one. No, I can't. Didn't think so. But I like the look of this. I'll go get that in a minute. All right, so I am going to cut while I finish these bad boys off, and I'll show you when it's done. All right? See you in a minute. All right, guys. So it's done. I ended up moving these 2 out so I could get that back one on. I originally wanted to go 1 so it wouldn't overhang as much over here, but having that one side where the glowstone's exposed would just drive me mental. Excuse me. It actually bothers me enough that just this underside is exposed. I really wish you could put one of the trapdoors down there, but yeah, you can't do that. So this will have to do. I'm pretty happy with it for now. There's a couple dark spots at night, so we might have to to work on putting something else around here, but we'll figure that out after we redo this house. I think we'll get to that on the next episode. So that'll be all for today, guys. As I said, let me know when you watch this video if you find it a little smoother and a little better now that I've switched over to mirrorless action, as the first few videos I recorded, the first 14 or 15, I was really kind of just testing out the other softwares and seeing what the video editing process was. It's been a while since I've done that stuff, like a decade. So I had some learning to do, get caught back up with the times, so to speak. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, look, we got a boat dock now. I'm excited. Not that I'll use the boat that often, but, you know, it's nice. Now that this is more of a permanent residence for me than just a temporary spawn base, it's important to purify things. See? Boat didn't break. I love that trick. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one where we tear this bad boy down and make her a bigger house. See ya. Hope you have a great day.